Hello YouTubers, I'm just going to show you a quick video here on some issues that people are having with their Yetis with the B-lock rims, the cheap ones that come with the vehicle. It's not for the XL, it's just for the 10 scale. I'm going to show you a quick way to repair your bead-lock, all the holes where the screws go in here. So you don't have to go out and buy new rims, and it actually will work for quite some time. I've actually had on my front ones. This is my rear ones, and now the screws are backed out and all chewed up. So I'm going to show you guys a quick way on how to fix that, so you don't have to go and buy a new set of Vanquish rims or another set of the plastic rims. They're just going to get chewed up again. But this actually does solve the problem for a little bit anyway. It keeps it nice and tight. So I'll quickly show you that, and comment and share and like if it worked out for you. Awesome, thanks. Okay, so what you're going to need here is you need some good old JB Weld. Also, you could use the LePage Ultra Gel Glue. This works very well as well because it's a little bit flexible, but it's still hard enough to hold the screws in place once they're inside the hole. If you're going to be using the JB Weld, you just need a piece of scrap paper and something to mix everything with. I generally have a little spatula, but like I said, I just moved in, so a lot of my stuff is still packed in. Alright, so for mixing utensils, I just got this piece of plastic here. So we'll just go ahead and mix the two components. So we'll just go ahead here now and mix the two components of the JB Weld. Now it's an equal 50-50 mixture of this stuff. So all you're going to do is just, on your piece of paper here, puncture your tube. Get a nice little gob in there, nothing you're going to need. That looks like more than enough. So equal consistency, obviously, and make sure it's a solid color all the way through. Okay, wipe this off, use it for later. It's actually for a separator for one of my toolboxes, so it worked out nicely. And then what you're going to want to do is just put some of the JB Weld inside the hole, just like that. Okay. Okay, then once you get inside the hole, all the holes, what you want to do is put the screws back in. Whoops. Just take it and seat the screws as far down as you can. Leave a slight little gap so they don't stick to the plastic once they cure and dry. So I just screw them in about that far. I had another method for doing this too, but it's actually didn't quite work out the way I planned. I was actually using the fine thread stainless steel screws after these went. It worked for the first little bit, but as soon as you hit a bad bump or you bottom out the wheel, the screw would just back off or strip out, and then I was back to this point as well. So I've already done this with two of my other tires, and they've held out for some two or three battery packs, so they haven't popped out at all yet. So now that that one's done, we'll go off and do the other one here. Okay, so now I've got both wheels done. So now you want to let these set and cure for about 10 to 15 hours. It recommends. I'll just leave it till tomorrow morning, and then I'll put a little tires and wheels back together here, and then we'll do a review back once they finally blow off, if they do. Like I said, I will be doing some Vanquish rims on this eventually, just trying to get a couple other videos up before I do that. They're actually sitting right behind me here. They're the SLW version 3 or 4s, I believe, so we'll do those ones at some point here. And yeah, I'll finish this video up first, just so there's some knowledge of how to do this. And another thing I forgot to mention too is make sure you clean any grease or oil off these things from the wheel hubs, because you do get some in there, and you want to have it nice and clean. Otherwise, the Yeti weld will not adhere to it properly. So hopefully that worked out for you. Let me know, and please comment, share, and like, and subscribe. Thank you. Okay, so now that this Yeti weld has cured up, oh yeah, those are nice and stiff now. Let's have a look. Okay, perfect. So I'm going to cheat a little bit, and I'm going to use my drill to get all these screws out. I don't think that one went in too well. I have to redo that one, but I'll show you another trick that I do if half of these or some of these don't seat well. So what you're going to do now is you're going to put your rim all back together. So I'm going to find the back piece here. Okay, then we gotta line this bad boy up with the screws in there. Well, you guys know how to do it, I would hope. Okay, make sure she's lined up. Alright, so let's get this bad boy lined up here properly so that everything fits well. Give her a little press down. Okay, so far so good. But the gap between the internals there, it's a little too loose and the screws aren't completely lined up. It's a little bit of a pain in the butt with these axial ones. Okay, well, I'm going to start hand tightening them. See what happens. So far so good. They're sucking down and they're not it's not pulling out the new JP weld that I put in. Now I don't tighten them down all the way at first, I just kind of start a little pattern. You just keep tightening until it starts to get a little loose. Star pattern as per usual. And then once you get all the screws in, there was one here actually that fell out. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, so it's this one right here. So what you're going to do is you're going to go pick up some of this LePage Ultra Gel Super Glue. This stuff is fantastic because it'll glue it basically anything together. So what you want to do is just put a little bit on your threads of your screw. Just like that. And just try not to hit the walls too much when you insert it, and you just screw her down. Okay, and then now you just go around and start. Oh, I missed one there. Just make sure that wasn't the one I need to put screw. Yeah, it was as well. Okay, so there was two of them. So let's put some more of that on there. Put that one in, and then button her up as well. And when she's snug, all you want to do is just torque her a little bit, because if you overdo it too much, it's just going to pull that JB weld out. Well, it shouldn't actually, but I'm just being a little cautious. Okay, so that's the one that didn't have the JB weld that stayed. Yeah, I know all these now are sucking up nice and good. Okay, so there you have it. No air coming out. See? She's nice and tight. Looks like those beads are holding pretty good. So we're going to assume that that's good, and we'll take them for a run at full speed with the 3-cell on the original setup and see if she holds up. Alright, well, hopefully that worked for you guys. If you like this little hack, then like, share, and subscribe, and comment, of course. Thanks for watching.